Hello, hello, and welcome to today's Fertility Q&A Wednesday. Thank you so much for joining me, and I am going to throw the mic over to you, Lorraine, as you're the first one in the room, and answer your fertility question. What can I help you with today?
Hi, Fiona. I think I had lots of questions, but because I'm feeling quite poorly, the only question I can really think about is I'm taking the vitamin C Shine, which I obviously always take every day anyway. So I didn't know whether it's okay to up that a little bit.
Of course.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I did up it a little bit yesterday, but I thought as you were here today, I would double check that with you. And I didn't know, like I haven't really been taking the MSM powder because I had such banging headaches. I was a bit wary of continuing with that, really. So I just wanted to check that with you, really, because I do feel
Okay, so
quite rough.
just body test it. I know I wouldn't do it whilst you're, whilst you got your cold, but do
Yeah.
body test it when you're feeling better, and maybe just really start maybe microdosing, just keeping it at a quarter of a teaspoon. And body test, your body will tell you if that's the best amount for you. The thing is, you've got years and years of congestion, inflammation, scar tissue, etc., that's built up, and this is dissolving it, and you're feeling it. You're feeling the clearing out. So increase the amount of water you have. Increasing the amount of shine, the vitamin C, is also going to help. And there's no such thing. I was speaking to some doctors from Portugal, actually. There's no such thing they were saying as overdosing on vitamin C. You can't overdose on vitamin C. Some people, if they're having too much citrus, will come out with a rash. But if you're having, the shine, or even intravenous vitamin C, there's no side effects. It's so good at getting the bowels moving, helping with digestion, helping to absorb extra nutrients, especially iron, keeps cancer away. Anything that keeps cancer away and is used as an anti-cancer treatment. Cancer recovery treatment is obviously very, very good for fertility. So definitely up your dose of shine. And I love the fact that you are really intuitive anyway. And even though you hadn't asked me if you're thinking, I think I'm fine to up it. And yes, you are. If you were pregnant, I'd say no, you shouldn't even be taking shine. You shouldn't take any superfoods that have vitamin C in, because it's too rich. You could have lemons, not a problem, and you can have oranges and stuff that you would, like normal food, not fruit. The normal fruit and veg that has your vitamin C, not a problem. But you don't want to be on the superfoods. So it's great that you are, it's great that you're upping your dose now. And like I said, it's only going to create a cleaner environment. So it's going to help create more of an alkaline environment as well, because you're going to be clearing out, what you don't want. And I think maybe that's also why you are susceptible to a cold, because I know you're detoxing at the moment. So sometimes we can actually feel more run down and as we clear, because when you have a cold, think about it, all the excess mucus and stuff that you're clearing from the body and the excess toxins, you're also releasing old ways.
Right.
The old aspects of you that you wanted to shed are now being released. So as much as it can be debilitating, and in many ways it's a good thing, because it's telling you, slow down, we're releasing cold, we're doing a reset. And I mean, I know for you as well, we were talking earlier, you're building your own business on the side and getting that happening and doing all these other things. So when you're told by the universe, slow down, get to bed, don't go to work, recover from this cold, it can be a bit of a shock. But you really just don't want to fight it, and just, okay, this is a gift. I'm releasing what I don't need, and I'm going to feel $1 million after this.
Yeah, I did think that, actually, because I did sort of wonder if it was like purging or something, but because I took this week off to actually ultimately rest and get on with some studies as well, and some other things that I wanted to implement with the Reiki and my business. And then because this has happened, it has really slowed me down. And I did think, okay, there obviously is a sign in this, and it's telling me to stop, because I probably wasn't going to stop, and I haven't stopped for probably quite a while. So I did think that this was it's the universe's way of saying, now you have no choice.
Exactly.
And ironically, I did actually take this week off work to rest a little bit and get some bits and pieces done. But I'm off work now anyway. I wasn't yesterday. It pushed me to do it just that little bit earlier. And I did think, is it a cleansing as well? Because like, yeah, it could be like Gucha coming up that needs to be cleared. Because I did have, I did a whole week of journaling last week, which was just, wow, out of this world. Yeah, lots of stuff come up and it was amazing. And I was like flying high actually from the journaling. And then I did also have a Reiki session that was given to me by my teacher, and I was sort of flying again after that, and I've done some healing on myself. So maybe from all of that, this is what's evaporated.
Exactly. And think about it, what you're manifesting to the universe. I want to have this baby now. I want to be the best version of me, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. So the body's like, okay, we'll clear what you don't want. We're going to start purging what you don't want, because that's what you said. So, it's allowing you to do that.
So it is sort of purging, is it? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I thought that, because I started also reading, my teachers wrote another book, and when I read her last book, I always get bits and pieces from it. And literally last night, just the beginning part of what I was listening to, I'm listening to it on audio actually, because it's easier for me at the moment. And there was mention in there of purging, and I was like, yeah, okay, there's my answer. And you just said it as well. And I'm glad you mentioned about the sort of the bowels as well with the vitamin C, because I did have that yesterday, and that was why I was just slightly worried. Oh, was I taking too much? But it's cleansing again, isn't it?
Yeah. You want to get all the toxins out. And I was saying to a client the other day, she was really worried. She has just fallen pregnant. She was doing the online course. She fell pregnant, and she said, I really want to get some supplements that have magnesium stearate in. So I don't know, do I, because she already bought some before she fell pregnant. And she said, it's still going to help me, isn't it? Because it helps to add hydration to the body. It's a stimulator that she's purchased. And she said, I really want to start using it, but it's got magnesium stearate. So what shall I do? And I said, look, sometimes, like, this is why you need to body test. Sometimes what's in there, what's in that supplement is so beneficial that you have more benefits than non-benefits if you take it. So what I was saying, because she's using the assimilator to help her to keep a regular motion, especially when you're pregnant, your bowels slow down, so you're more prone to constipation. I said it's worse that you're holding on to these toxins, and the fecal toxins are then potentially creating leaky gut as the fecal remains burn through the digestive system and then go into the blood. I said that is worse. You got to get that out of the body, and when you are
out.
Get it out. So you're better off having something that's flushing it through, so having a little bit more of the shine, which is the best way to keep the bowels moving regularly. Obviously not when pregnant, so that wasn't her option. But this is what you need to think of. You need to get rid of the fecal matter that's building. We really need to be going regular, ideally twice a day. And what can also help is magnesium. Magnesium helps to relax the bowels, helps to restore the kidneys, the adrenal glands, which is like the elixir of life. It's our body's batteries. We need to fuel the kidneys and support the kidneys. So doing all of this is great. All this work that you're doing, and I know you've been slammed with a cold, but see it as a good thing. Like, I am on track. I'm having this cold now because it's going to clear the way for me to hold this really healthy baby, because you've been putting the work in physically, mentally, emotionally, staying up to date with all of your supplements from the Powerful Pure range, which is all like food grade stuff. So you're on this supreme health regime. And I think if we can just manage a little bit more of your stress, feeling confident in the steps you're taking with moving forward with Reiki. And I know you give it 110% at your job. And if you could maybe pull that back a little bit to say 70%, so you've got more energy for your fertility, then you're done. That's all you have to do.
Yeah, thank you. And talking, actually, I've just thought of another question that I've remembered. when I was doing the detox, because I've sort of I've put that on hold a little bit now during this time. Slippery elm, you've mentioned slippery elm in the past, and I actually brought it, but I never got round to using it. Well, obviously I've still got it now, and I wanted to know, would that go a lot, would you use that alongside the detox that I would be doing? Is that okay?
Yes. Now, slippery elm is best taken morning and evening.
Okay.
So for me, I actually prefer having it around 10 o'clock in the morning, and then as a dessert. So I'll have it with a hot, I'll make it hot, hot water from the kettle, and then I'll add some nut milk. And then I'll either add, in the evening, I like to add the Zen. Sometimes I add the Zen in the morning if I feel like the chocolate sort of magnesium hit with the superfoods, or one of your favorites, the chai. I have the Super Health Chai Latte, and I mix that in. So with the slippery elm, and it's like a dessert. The slippery elm, it kind of tastes a little bit like wheat germ, but nicer, like bran, So for me, adding it to a nut milk, or sometimes I'll add it with some of the fertility honey, and it's just classified as a dessert. So I feel like I'm nurturing myself, I'm treating myself, but I'm also keeping the bowels regular. It isn't as powerful as magnesium or vitamin C when it comes to moving the bowels. It helps to really create a good, healthy mucal lining in the intestines to just keep everything flowing. It's very gentle. It's not going to be causing you to rush to the loo. It just supports the gut in a really nice way, a gentle way.
Okay.
Sorry, were you just talking about slippery elm? Is that what you were talking
slippery
about?
Elm. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we was. Yeah.
Are you using the slippery elm as well, Mary?
Well, I got it, and it's this the powder, right?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, and I'm scared too because I'm taking my I just started stimulation meds yesterday for my IVF cycle, and I'm just, everything is about like keeping things in place. So I stopped the magnesium oxide and the slippery elm because I didn't know if that was okay through stim. Is it still okay?
Yeah, slippery elm is so gentle, and it's just helping to restore the healthy mucal lining to help things move through. It's not going to be sucking anything out and pushing it through the system. It's nothing like that. It's just helping you to have a clear passage. I would always recommend body testing. So even though I'm telling you, yes, it's great, your body might go, you know what, Mary, we don't need it today, but we need it tomorrow. So it's worth body testing. And the more you body test, the faster you get the results. And I've got one client, she's going for her first child, then for her second, and now she's pregnant with her third. She literally body tests every day. She's like, I'm having less and less supplements the more I go on, because what these supplements are doing is helping your body to create what it needs to create to remain healthy. And that's what slippery elm's doing as well, helping your body to create that mucal lining so that after a while you won't be needing it. But as I was mentioning earlier, you will be more predisposed to constipation when pregnant. So please body test it, because I would recommend having 1 teaspoon twice a day. If that doesn't feel right, or you feel like you're forgetting to take supplements, it's really, I find your body just guiding you intuitively, like, we don't need that right now. But if you do keep thinking about it, then it's your body saying, let's do it. And I think for you to feel at ease and not stressed about anything, body test. Is 1 teaspoon twice a day, or 1 teaspoon once a day best for my fertility now, best for my health now, best for my digestion now, whatever you want to ask? And you'll get a really clear gauge. The more it pushes you forward, then the bigger the yes. So that's how you can work out the dosages that's right for your body on that particular day.
So I take so much stuff, right? I take the whole, like probably most women in this group. And so it's been hard for me to isolate like one supplement while I'm body testing, because I'm usually just taking everything at the same time. You
can scoop it all up and hold it to you, hold it to your chest and say, is this good for my fertility now? And if you just lean forward, then yes, you carry on.
Okay. So there isn't anything that I should absolutely cut out now that I'm doing my stim meds, because I'm taking the black ginger, I'm taking the marine phytoplankton, the shine, the MSM, a prenatal that my doctor put me on that I was on with when I was pregnant with Connor. what else? The vitamin D with the K12. So nothing. I don't take anything out at this point.
No, nothing else at this point. Carry on exactly as you are. Did you ever have the Avicii? The Avicii is also very good. But
yeah.
But if you don't have that, it's not probably worth starting now, because you're so close to, you know, fast approaching embryo transfer, which means you'd be stopping all of this. You'd be stopping the shine, and you'd be lowering your dosage of MSM. So when you're pregnant, we're going to shift everything around and change the dosages of things. And any superfoods that have vitamin C, you stop. Because the vitamin C superfoods that we have at the moment that's good for your fertility is helping your lining and helping your womb. But what happens is it keeps thickening and thickening and thickening it, which is fine up until embryo transfer, or up until you get pregnant. But then we want to make sure that it's not becoming too tough. It needs to stay elasticized. So then you stop taking the vitamin C superfoods and allow your body to nurture that pregnancy through to full term, as it knows how to do. We don't need that extra intervention. But really, you know, in your fertility journey, that's when you really want to be dosing heavily, like you guys have, on all the right nutrition. So you got healthier eggs, your womb's going to be able to hold everything, and then you have a healthy baby.
That is the hope.
That is happening. It's not the hope.
That is happening. It's happening. It's happening.
It's happening. Yep, it's happening. So on that note, I'm going to love you and leave you. Thank you so much, lovely ladies, for joining me for today's fertility Q&A. And I look forward to you guys joining me next week.